Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority Nsdma bra open source classes for amateur radio India noilibi Oscar India logode miligina amateur radio technology chulaigina ekta comprehensive mock drill exercise kurubole ekta dangor initiative uthaise. Amateur radio kundu ke ham radio mate itu ekta popular hobby aro communication service ase kundu bra manukhan ge dunia sobte connect kurubole de. Itu bra osor jaga bra loigina space tak punchubole pare. किंतु इंटरनेट नोइले भी सेलुलर नेटवर्क ना लगे इतु बड़ा इमरजेंसी हुमोय खांदे बिशी मदद दिबुले पारे कित्या जीएसएम नेटवर्क काम कुरुबुले ना पारी जाए एनएसडीएमए और ऑस्कर इंडिया कोलैबोरेशन लगा इतु इनिशिएटिव प्रा लगी थका टाइम दे कम्युनिकेशन कुरुबुले कारणे एम कुरियस.
On behalf of the department, we want to say thank you so much for coming to this press briefing. Yesterday, the Nsdma Home Department had organized a disaster emergency communication drill using amateur ham technology, and we are very proud to say that this is a first in the state. And yesterday the drill was held in 3 sites, and we had enacted a scenario where tourists got lost in Zuku Valley, and there was no communication, no networks were there, and we had to rescue them using ham technology. So today we are holding a debriefing for that session. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Once again, I thank you for all the press and media personnel who have come here today. And at the outset, I would like to extend my gratitude, sincere gratitude to all the media for having constantly supported us in every event of disasters in the past. We are very grateful to you for carrying the message of safety and resilience to the community always. And this year we hope that we will also have a program exclusively for you, and our media persons later on will be relating to you, maybe officially to all the media houses here in the state. Once again, thank you for having come over and spared your time to be present in this press briefing. This press briefing, as our chair, Ms. Karen was saying, that we had emergency mock drilled communication systems. Now, in any eventualities, especially in earthquake, if there are bigger magnitude scale, we can expect that the present, the current, very strongly connected networks would certainly go off. And we talk about a radio, we call it walkie-talkie, and that's one channel that we rely on. But there is another channel which is very, very reliable and resilient, and that is called amateur ham radio technology. And yesterday we were conducting the drill using the amateur ham radio technologies. The site that we have identified was at Zilake, in one point where towards Puilua there is one picnic spot below the road. If you go down there, you will not find any mobile network. So we went there in order to see that that is the site where the forest fire happens, and we were trying to relay. So good lessons for us. When the team went there, we were supposed to start the mock exercise by 12 p.m. And when the team 3 went up there, they could not establish the network, and they took 2 hours or 3 hours. By 3 p.m. only they are able to establish a network, communication network, to relay the informations from there to the state emergency operation centers. So we had that drill, which was very lessons learned mock drill. We had also few learnings that we carried along with that mock drill. One is, this is the first of its kind that we have ever done. If Nikand, he is from the Oscar India, a very wide network of the ham radio technologies who have been always in all the disaster event, be it any cyclone that you name it, including even the Nepal earthquake, they were there, you know, in the first day, because this is one channel that they have been relaying the situations from the site, from ground zero. So we had this in collaboration with Oscar, and if Neil can also, you know, confirm, I think the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority is one of the first state disaster management authority to be entering into hands-on learning on this amateur ham radio. On the 26th, 27th and 28th of April, we had 3 days hands-on training. The objective of why the Nsdma entering into this sector is that in the month of July, the Ministry of Communications thought they will be conducting an exam for license, you know, ham radio operators exams. So our objective is that we would like Nsdma officers and staff to be the licensed operator of this ham radio. So the training that we had, the 3-day training, was that the first phase of our officers and staff we will be writing. The second phase we are going to come up again. So by the end of this year, I'm told the Ministry of Telecom take only 30 days to declare the result again. So we hope that by August end or by first week of September, we will be having a licensed ham radio operators here within the state disaster management authorities. So for your kind information, this will be the first state disaster management authority in the country to have entered into the ham radio technologies for emergency communication systems. Now, all of you might have experienced even last year's Nagaland emergency preparedness exercise. Our friend, all of you who are here would really remember that last year's during our emergency preparedness exercise, the statewide mega mock drill also, we simulate earthquake, and we say that all the networks are down, but we find it very difficult to relay and connect to many of the districts. This year we hope that in our drill this year we will be using this ham radio technology, and we hope that we would be able to broadcast. Now the ham radio technology is this is one of the oldest systems of communications. If you remember, you know, as a child we used to be tuning in to Kohima All India Radio channel, and we used to be listening to, you know, early news or programs or Western music. Now we are using the same wavelength. Now as an operator, my wavelength will be there, and then I'm broadcasting, and if any radio available in the community, any family, they tune into the same channel, they will be able to listen. So in the case of emergency, when everything went off, what we are looking at it is our operators, a licensed operators, designated call signs will be issued by the Ministry of Telecom, and we will be broadcasting through this, and any communities or any village who has that radio, the old radio, will be able to tune into our channel, and they will be able to listen. Of course, they will not be able to communicate to us because only the licensed operator can communicate to each other. So if we are a licensed operator, a district emergency operation center can very easily communicate to the state emergency operation center, and then from the state emergency operation center, the Oscar radio network, once there is any disaster, they will be all activating their radio operators. So we will be relaying informations even to outside the state. So that is the objective. So we had the drill. I think we had given you the background note for your kind informations, and more than what I have spoken here, is being written here and being informed here. The most reliable network in times of disaster is this amateur ham radio network, and we are entering into this. We hope that we will be also able to reach out to. This is first phase that we are looking at it. The second phase that we are looking at it is we are going to target school children. Our friend who had come from Oscar, can you introduce, madam?
So, hello everyone, this is Oishi. This is fine.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone, good afternoon, this is Oishi. My amateur radio call sign is Victor Uniform number 3 Oscar Sierra. I was in the hobby when I was in class 6, 12 years, that was my age when I started the hobby, and I got my license during 14 years, 4 years back, and since then I have been communicating through it, and this network is fabulous because when all the GSM networks will fall, nothing will work. This network will help us, because yesterday's drill where we were, there was a region where no networks could be covered and there was not a single connection, but we were able to place an effective communication through radios, through antennas, and that was on a road between two hills. So that's the power of our hobby, that's the power of ham radio, and we think the main aim for us is to establish an seamless communication throughout the state of Nagaland with the help of this communication. So that's all. And I have participated in 2 cyclones when I was there. I communicated there, I helped people. So that is my basic aim for this also, to help all the people who are in distress, either be it an earthquake or a landslide or forest fire. So with this setup, with this help and with this knowledge, you all will be able to set up successful communication throughout any place. It either can be very rural or very very city life, but irrespective of all issues, hills or rocks, whatever it may be, you will be able to communicate very seamlessly once you learn all its measures. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Oishi. Yeah.
Thank you.
The purpose of why we want to show Oishi is she was one of the youngest ham operator in the country. She was 14 years old when she got the license. Now, what we are looking at in the second phase that the State Disaster Management Authority of Nagaland will be doing is, we will be reaching out to the school children. We want to tell the school children, whoever wants to become a ham radio operator or whoever wants to use this as their hobby, we will be reaching out. But first, we will have to get trained ourselves. We will have to become the operator, a licensed operator. This, nobody can just broadcast, because we have exams to pass, and we hope that by the end of September we will have our licensed operators within us, and then we will be reaching out. And we are very grateful to Oscar team also. We have been talking about this for the past 2 years. Yes. And learning all these new technologies, and today we are here. The second phase of the training will be also organized soon for the officers, and maybe some of you, if some of the media personnel here wanted to come and join us, you are most welcome. We will give you a slot. Maybe we may not be able to give to all, but whoever interested, maybe 2-3 slots we will be able to give you. You can also appear the exams, and you can be one of the operator as well. And even for you, this will become very, very handy. It will stand you in a very good stead when all this gazette that we use today failed. So maybe perhaps it is very of paramount importance for you also to have such a license. You can come and join us. Thank you so very much. And if you have any other questions, we are ready to take questions. Madam? Source. Now we'll have to understand, if you really look at it, the communications webland, especially the mobile phone, some of them now started connecting from sky to the earth, satellite based. Now with the coming of this Starlink, Elon Musk Starlink, now we call it the GeoFiber, which is connecting Wi-Fi to almost all the homes. That is the byproduct of the Starlink, and they are started communicating from satellite down to the Earth's surface, and this wave travels along the surface of the Earth. If there is a mountain also, it will go through the mountain and go down like that. And the radio, the walkie-talkie wavelength, it goes from we call it line of sight, from one point to another point. But these will go through the surface. Let's say it's open source. But however, in order to operate it, we need to have a license. It's the similar wavelength of the radio, the common radio that we operate. Same thing.